Hello everybody, here at the Taipei Airport. And if you don't know, this is actually probably one of my favorite and coolest airports in the world. It has some of the best shops, but what's really cool is between every single gate, there's a different type of themed, either lounge, museum, playground. There's something between each gate. This one's the Hello Kitty Lounge. Back there they had the Marvel Lounge, which was really quite cool. Of course, each one has its appropriately matched store. So we have the Hello Kitty room with the Hello Kitty store. Back there they had the Marvel room with the Marvel store. Here's a typical Lego store. There's the actual outside. So we are flying with a pretty new airline called Starlux. It's so new that most, even like Avis, didn't even know it existed. It's really a phenomenal airline. Not only is it less expensive than pretty much all the other airlines, it's really luxurious. You get at least 3 inches more leg space. You get blankets and pillows and full meals, even on the smallest little flights. It's really, really nice. It's very luxurious. And, we did round trip Phoenix to Seattle to Taipei to Cebu, Philippines, not having to mess with Manila or any of that stuff. Round trip less than $1,400 a person during peak season. If you go on off peak, you can get them for $800. That same itinerary. So it's insane. And it is kind of a new airline. They're really pushing it hard at the Seattle airport because that's one of their main United States hubs, and so is Ontario and LAX. So there's lots of advertisements and they pushing it really hard. So this one's like a forest themed lounge. Every lounge has really comfy chairs, chargers. So as I said, every single gate has its own themed lounge. I love this airport, man. So the one thing about Starlux is pretty much every flight they do goes through the Taipei Airport. I haven't even seen one flight that doesn't go through Taipei at some point. So that's cool. Taipei is actually one of my favorite airports. One of my very first YouTube videos was taking this train right here. That was 18 years ago? Back when YouTube first started? That was crazy. See, and they love dragons here. Everything is dragon. That's cool. I like dragons too. That's my name. So, yeah, we just walk around. We have a 6-hour layover between the Philippines and going to America. They did not make the connection that awesome. 6-hour layover, but that's okay. On the way going the other direction, the layover was actually too short. It was like a 50-minute layover, and we rushed, but we made it with, enough time to brush our teeth and change our clothes before getting on the next airplane. So anyway, that's it. Starlux, look them up. I booked straight on their website, and honestly, that's probably the best way to do it. You just go to starlux.com, you book your flight. It's pretty nice. We have a big bookstore over here and a baby grand piano for you to play. I mean, you gotta admit, this is one of the nicest airports. And on this vacation, we did 14 flights. We have 2 flights left to go. So we have accomplished 12. We're getting on our 13th out of 14 flights. That was a lot of flying. We did, unfortunately, do some economy airlines. Jetstar was not that great. Jin Air was a little bit better than Jetstar. Cebu Pacific, which I've flown many times in the past, was also very bare bones basic service. But they get you here and there, and if you're only flying, like with Cebu Pacific, we were only flying for 35-minute flights, so it didn't really matter. We just get on, we fly for 35 minutes, we get off. With Jin Air, we ended up doing 4 different flights, And one of them was delayed by almost 2 hours. Not a good experience. The other one was, I don't know. All their airplanes were a little bit warm. I always felt they were very warm. I also decided about 10 days ago to stop shaving. So this is like 10 days of beard. This is the longest I've gone in probably a decade of not shaving, because I pretty much shave daily or every other day. Anyway, that's all the fun stuff we're doing. A lot of cool stuff here. Love the globes. Look at that. So these are 9,800. 9,800 Taiwan money is, I don't know, about $200 maybe? I'd have to do the math. Cool. Alright. Have a great day. Taipei Airport never ceases to surprise you. So they have gaming computers set up for kids to play video games. And they have these two set up in like in a Gran Turismo racing environment. Little kid doesn't play that, but Emerson's playing. I don't know if that's Gran Turismo or what game that is. It's pretty cool though.